So I asked one of the neighbors that I was pretty cool with, because he had like a lawn business, and I was paying him $100 every month to mow my lawn. And he was like, he's good at, like, he ended up installing my fence. And then he was like, if I need anything else, like, just let him know. Mind you, I'm paying him for all this. It's not like anything that he's doing for me is free. I'm paying him to do these services. So with the red car, I asked him, could he look at it to make sure everything was okay, because it's been sitting here for almost 2 years. And, you know, my friend needs to get back to Fort Myers. Do you think it's gonna be able to make it to Fort Myers? And he's like, he's gonna look at it. We put air in it, and then we put he's like, let it run, because it seems like the gas been sitting in there for a while. Let it run, fill up the thing. It was like driving or whatever. We cleaned it out. I took all my stuff out. I cleaned out the trunk, everything, so that it was ready for her to go. But mind you, the day that she was going, I was going to have my BBL surgery. See, this is why I say I don't play with God. I do not play with God. When I ask him to show me whatever I need to see, he's going to show me whatever I need to see. So on the day that they ended up, we put gas and it's running or whatever. And mind you, it didn't have a tag or anything. I just told them to, like, put a lost tag on it. I gave her the title to it because that car was paid off. And I'm like, you know, once you get down there, register it, whatever needs to be fixed, fix it. Because the school that her daughter was going to was going to help her fix it. So that way they can... and the shelter was going to help her fix the car, so that way she could get back and forth to work. Mind you, keep that in mind. She was going to Pace, that school. So when she ends up leaving or whatever, like, I'm still feeling bad, but I'm like, I need to know if I'm right. So I asked God, like, the night that she leaves, because like I said, I wanted to make sure the way you got here, I'm gonna make sure you get there back, and whatever you need, I'm gonna make sure. After after I send you on your way, I already knew I was gonna cut her off completely. So, but I just needed God to show me. I just needed him to show me, because I kept feeling bad. Like, my heart was so heavy, and then I didn't want to lose my friend. So she's driving, and then she calls me, and mind you, I'm just about to doze off. And she's like, the car is starting to act up. It looks, it keeps making a noise. So she's on the phone with me the whole time. And what I had asked God, I was like, if I'm wrong, make her make it to the shelter, and then let the car break down at the shelter. But if I'm right, don't even make her make it to Fort Myers. Just like that. Like, I was specific on what I needed to see and what I needed to know. So how about when she calls me, she literally was at the line of entering Fort Myers. Because mind you, if she would have made it to the shelter, I would have been perfectly fine. And whatever she would have needed, I would have been there. Because then I knew everything that she was doing at my house, I was overthinking. I was thinking the worst, and she wasn't really doing that. But by the car not even making it, like stopping at literally the line at Fort Myers, told me everything. So the next day, like, in a couple of hours, I gotta go for my BBL. Bitch, I'm not missing it for you. So I sent my son. Literally, I sent my son to go get her, drop her off at the shelter, and then he heads back home because he got to pick me up. So I'm like, I'm sending my son to come get you or whatever. And I'm not missing my appointment for you. Sorry. So I ended up catching an Uber to the place, got my procedure. they had to wake me up because they ended up putting me to sleep or whatever. And so I could log into my phone because my son wasn't picking up. Of course, because he's been up all night. So he had to come get me. Thank God everything went perfectly well, but it was painful. The recovery. Like, the recovery. But let me tell you how, and I wouldn't suggest nobody to do this. I would, like I said, nobody even knew. The only person that actually knew was Jolene, because she was there when I got the call for my preparation and everything for my BBL. So she was the only person that even knew that I got a BBL. So, excuse me. So I wouldn't suggest, make sure you have the right people around you. Make sure you have an adult there. I mean, my son and my kids like took very good care of me, but also like I don't think they were there by themselves. Like I said, I've always had angels around me to protect me and everything like that, because anything could have went wrong. Because all the horror stories that I kept hearing after and before, like literally, I'm blessed every single day because of that, because anything could have went wrong. And like you know what I'm saying, because a lot of people didn't have a good experience like I did. The only thing that I can honestly say that was challenging for me was I was only able to take pain pills for 2 days. I couldn't feel my pain pills after that. Like, I think they had ended up going under the bed, because I ended up finding them like a couple of weeks later. But after that, like, and then the massages, oh my God, the massages are just horrible. Them first, because you have to go for your massage literally the next day for them to start draining. And then, oh my God, that was so painful. And then I almost passed out when they got to my stomach. And but by the third, fourth massage, my incisions were starting to heal so fast. She had to keep peeling off the scabs off of my incisions because I kept healing so fast.